Will SSI, Supplemental Security Income beneficiaries, also get this new $1,000 payment recently announced? Good question, which is exactly what we're going to cover in this video. Let's get right into it. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and I am back every single day in videos just like this one, bringing you all the latest updates as they are being announced. So thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate it. I am very much dedicated to each and every one of you right here on the channel, as well as this community as a whole, to do anything I possibly can to help you out during this very difficult time. So again, thank you. Feel free to share this video with your friends, family, and social media, and of course, check out any other videos here on the channel. All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's talk through this. So this is actually a very common question. I've seen this pop up down in the comments section numerous times over the last week and a half or so, and I wanted to come back and make this a dedicated video simply because of the volume of comments that I've been receiving on this. I wanted to lay it all out here in a short video and just discuss all of the parameters. All right, so this is specifically focused on this new $1,000 payment that we recently learned about. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, let me quickly preface this, just because I like to preface my items here, what I talk about in my videos, simply because I've noticed that if I don't preface everything, I get a lot more questions from many people reaching out saying, where's this coming from? Where are you getting this? So yeah, I just like to preface it and just let you know where I'm getting this from. Now, this is the new announcement out of senior Senate Democrats, who were out a couple weeks ago, and they had this new announcement where they said they wanted to issue an anywhere between a $600 and $1,000 voucher for Social Security and Medicare beneficiaries so that they could go out and use this money on Medicare benefits in 2022. Now, that was the original announcement out of the senior Senate Democrats just about a week and a half or about a couple weeks ago, so it wasn't that long ago. I brought you a video literally like right after it was announced. I was right here with you talking you through the details. Well, we did get some new announcements on that payment between then and now, and that is Bernie Sanders, who is certainly a senior Democrat, right? He is a very powerful independent. Well, he's actually not a Democrat. He's actually an independent, but he votes with the Democrats in the Senate. He's very influential, and he does have a lot of authority in the Senate. Well, Bernie Sanders has been out since the original announcement until now, and he has said that he is leaning toward a $1,000 payment for all of these beneficiaries. Okay, so we finally have a price tag on it. Originally, they were wishy-washy, saying, we don't know, $600, $1,000, what should we do? And Bernie stood up, as he always does, and said, hey, yo, listen, everybody, we're doing $1,000. Just go with me on this one. So Bernie typically, if you haven't noticed yet, Bernie is the guy who typically kind of calls everything, right? He's the guy who stands up and he makes the calls, and essentially everybody kind of goes along with what Bernie says. Even if they originally disagree, they eventually convert and they usually go along with him. Anyway, long story short, Bernie decided $1,000 would be the amount for these vouchers. However, now that it all comes back full circle to answer the question, which is, will SSI, Supplemental Security Income beneficiaries, also be eligible to receive this $1,000 voucher? Well, in order to answer that question, let's quickly review what this voucher is for. Their original announcement said it would go out to Medicare beneficiaries to pay for Medicare benefits. Well, at the time when they made the original announcement, I was kind of like, what do you mean? Does that mean you're not going to take it out of our monthly benefit? As in, it's not going to be deducted as a Medicare Part B premium, and we're just going to pay it on our own? Or what are you talking about? What do you mean Medicare benefits? Well, then recently, Bernie was out and basically said, take the $1,000 as a voucher, go to the dentist if you don't have dental coverage, and use it there. So essentially, he basically said, if you need a tooth exam, you need some cavities filled, you need a crown, whatever else is out there. Honestly, I don't even know what else dentists do. There's a lot of stuff they do, right? They grind around on your teeth. It's never fun. It's never pleasant. We all recognize that. We all go in and we hear the drill, bzzz, right? That's not a fun sound. We all know exactly what that sound is, right? Anyway, so essentially Bernie basically just said, take the voucher and go and use it on basically like medical expenses, like dentist, things like this that you may not have coverage for. So with that being said, originally they said Medicare, and now Bernie's basically saying just use it on like dental. Okay, so, well, we don't really have a whole lot of clarity, but With that being said, with the limited information that we have on this, what can we kind of anticipate? Well, originally, like I said, they mentioned Medicare beneficiaries. Well, as we know, if you're someone who is receiving SSI, you're probably receiving Medicaid, right? So Medicaid and Medicare are not the same, right? So again, please don't be upset with me. I'm just giving you the information as we get it. So here's what I would anticipate. I would guess, because Medicare and Medicaid are different, they're two different programs, right? And their original announcement said Medicare benefits, I would kind of anticipate that probably SSI may not get this voucher. Okay, so I'm just kind of anticipating based on the information that we have at our disposal right now. Just to be totally clear, we don't have all the answers yet on all this. It's still kind of up in the air at this time. They've only released very limited information on this $1,000 voucher. Now again, they call it a voucher. What does that mean? I mean, I know what a voucher is, but I mean, like, what do you mean by that? Are they going to issue one of these $1,000 prepaid cards where everybody gets a card in the mail and then basically you call the 1-800 number, you activate the card, and then you go out and on your merry way and you say, well, I'm going to get a little bit of dentist today. I'm going to go out and get me some new glasses today. I'm going to go get my ears checked today. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Is that what it is? It's a prepaid card where you get to go out and just spend it until it's gone, and when it's gone, that's just it, it's gone. So not really sure what they mean by this voucher, how they would actually anticipate as far as like the distribution of these vouchers. Not really sure. I would anticipate it'd probably be some kind of prepaid card versus like a paper voucher. I mean, that wouldn't make sense. If they did like a cash payment into a bank account, well then how do they know if we're spending it on medical expenses versus just going out and buying some new clothes or buying groceries or paying for the insurance on a car or paying for gas or paying our rent with it, paying our utilities? How do they know that we wouldn't spend it on something like that if they didn't actually give it in some kind of prepaid card that would actually be specifically focused on like medical institutions, maybe like a doctor's office, a dental office, hearing places. What do you call those places? I don't know, doctor's office, things like that. So remember, let's just digress for just a second. Remember late last year, actually it was about a year ago exactly. There was the announcement on those $200 prepaid cards for prescriptions. Remember that? Nothing ever came of it. But what that was going to be, the original announcement on that was going to be a prepaid debit card that was going to show up in your mailbox with basically $200 loaded onto it, and you were able to go to the pharmacy and just use it on whatever you wanted as far as pharmacy, over-the-counter, things like that. So I would guess it would probably be something very similar to that. A prepaid card shows up in your mailbox, has $1,000 loaded on it, and then you just kind of spend, and when it's gone, it's gone. That's just it, right? Like just a debit card. So we're still waiting for further details on this, but based on everything that we know as of right now, this is kind of what we're anticipating. So SSI, we don't have a solid answer, but they did indicate that it would be for Medicare beneficiaries, right? So that's just kind of what we know as of right now. Like I said, please don't be upset with me. I'm bringing you the information as we get it. I'm not the messenger, trust me. Or sorry, I am the messenger. I'm not the rule maker, I should say. Yes, I am the messenger. I am not the rule maker. If I was the rule maker, we would be in a very different situation, and we probably wouldn't need to have these conversations anymore, simply because if I was writing the rules, trust me, all of you would have been taken care of like a year and a half ago. We would not need to sit here and talk about this stuff day after day about all these different proposals and ideas and all these things going on right now, because trust me, I would have got you. I would have had you taken care of a long, long time ago, and all of us would be living in a very different situation. But again, unfortunately, I'm not the rule maker. So maybe someday. Highly doubt it, but you never know. You never know, right? So anyway, I hope this answers the question for those of you who have been asking. I've seen a lot of your questions down below. I wanted to come back and give you this dedicated video, do whatever I can to help you out through this time, as that is my commitment and my dedication to all of you here on this channel and the community as a whole. I love this community. There's so many great people here. Seriously, every single one of you. I read through your comments, so many nice messages, and I just really appreciate being here for you. I do tons of research on this stuff every day. I find everything I possibly can. Sometimes we just don't have all the answers. In this situation, we don't really have all the answers, unfortunately. But when we do, of course, I'll come back and I'll let you know right away. So again, subscribe down below. Thank you so much for your support. Share this video and or any other videos here on the channel with your friends, family, and social media. And I promise you, I'll be here for you every single day, regardless, rain or shine, sunny or dark, cloudy or rainy, sick or not sick. I don't know what else to say. I'll be here for you. Gray hair or black hair. I don't know. Whatever else I can say. I will be here for you. I promise. Every day. Anyway, thanks again. I appreciate it. Enjoy, and I'll catch you.